back.
We're back.
We got the full rotation.
Griffin has recovered from grids.
What?
And that's we're back. We don't have to substitute women in anymore, so the show can actually be good.
Hey, what did you guys hear about the insane beef between Schmuckelberger and Grickelgun?
Oh yeah, I really want to watch.
Yeah.
I want to watch their Twitch debate.
I honestly thought Grickelgun went a little too far when he talked about Schmuckelberger's codeine, his codeine addiction and stuff.
I mean, I feel like everyone kind of felt like.
I mean, it was like an open. It was like an open.
Far.
I mean, it was an open secret, and they had talked to me about it, but I wasn't gonna come out and say anything.
But at the same time, Grickelgun has kind of been doing this sort of this whole shit. It started with the Pokey Platypus thing. And they've been doing this sort of thing for months, and at some point you kind of knew the dam had to break with somebody snapping, right? Because I feel like people have just been kind of afraid to call out Grickelgun because of the standing they have online.
They called hot dog water a cat girl or something. And...
Yeah. Well, it's really hard because they both kept molesting each other, but it's not clear who did it first.
Oh yeah, they're stepbrothers, so
they're also stepbrothers.
I really don't agree with Schmuckelberger when they said that women can't say that just doesn't. I don't know. I feel like they've got the lived experience to do that if they want.
Yeah,
that's for damn show.
Yeah. Well, what's important is that we watch them debate each other on Twitch, because that's somehow a more that's somehow a more important way to engage with politics than arguing on Twitter. It's watching people argue on Twitch.
Because above all else, they need to make a lot of money. So
yeah, they need to make not even comparatively that much money, but they need to just become upper middle class.
Yeah, they need to make
this.
They need to
which is somehow
they need to destroy all their friendships and ruin the pleasure center in their brain, so they make as much as a dental hygienist. And all their friends hate them.
Shit. Are you guys seeing this?
A second plane just hit the Twin Towers, guys.
I mean, something like that. But Schmuckelberger said that Grickelgun backed out of the Twitch debate, and then Grickelgun fired back with screenshots of Schmuckelberger trying to flirt with Please Sleaze.
No.
This is... they said they never backed out in the front. This is crazy, man.
That's
I don't even... I'm a little salty about it just because Grickelgun soft blocked me a while ago because I tried to... I tried to just kind of talk some sense into them. So, I'm a little biased here, but I really feel like this is going a little bit too far.
I try not to get involved in all that stuff.
Well, I mean, but they both got started because they were both making videos about how, Legend of Michael was wrong for saying that, women aren't able to play Pokemon games, genetically on YouTube back in, 2016.
That is true, though. They don't know how to... They hear there's a shiny Pokemon, and they get all excited, and they just do that. They don't even they just look for the shiny Pokemon.
I think there's and never mind.
They're like birds looking for stuff for their nest, man. They're just looking for shiny stuff.
Yeah. But anyway, so Griffin's back.
I'm back.
And so speaking of debates, I found some things on r/AskWomen, because women are a hot topic of debate, as in, are they bad or good?
I let me tell you, I can't go to one place anywhere in the world without seeing a woman.
I could
They're
go.
all over
Okay,
the place now.
Let's just lay our positions on the line first, and see if these debates sway us. For me personally, I could go either way with women. I could be pro or anti, so it'll be interesting to see how I feel at the end of the episode once I've taken in all the facts.
It depends on how much I've been drinking. My position on women. But so here's a really good one. So this is from r/AskWomen. This is a really good one that I like. This is from 9 years ago, and it's from user u/love the Legend of Zelda. Am I truly a bad person for not wanting to date girls that don't care about the Legend of Zelda? So pretty self-explanatory. I'm a fanatic when it comes to The Legend of Zelda. It's by far my biggest hobby. I have the games and all the for all the major regions, North America, Europe, Japan, and I have all the rare variants and most merchandises that are out there.
What do you mean all the regions? Don't they all take place in Hyrule? It's not like Pokemon. There's only one.
Some of them take place on the ocean.
Oh, that's true. There's one that takes place in the sky, too.
Yeah, and then there's one that takes place on a train. I think there are 2 that take place on a train.
Really?
Yeah, there's at least... No, there's one that takes place on a train.
I know there's one that takes place in, like, a little, like... It's like a rectangle, and there's a bunch of dots and ghosts, and you play as the Legend of Zelda, and you eat all the dots.
Yeah. I know that there's one that takes place on DeviantArt, and it's basically like Link having sex with Bowser, but...
And he gets like, inflated really big,
Yeah, he gets pregnant somehow. That was like a really weird one, but I liked it. It was, a lot of people say that Wind Waker is sort of like the cult classic for it being kind of quirky and different, but that's my favorite. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I met this girl at my university and we started liking each other, but I broke up with her when she didn't really care about the Legend of Zelda. Or just gaming for that matter. And now all her friends and my friends are telling me I'm a douche for breaking up with her over nothing, and that she cried the day I broke up with her. Is it an unreasonable request that a woman should be invested in a man's hobby? So this guy is awesome, I gotta say. This guy is a pimp.
Yeah. I think the girl didn't want to get interested because she started to get jealous of Zelda. She thought she was a real person, and also it was about her.
Yeah, I mean, I think she, for one thing, a lot of girls say that it's not possible, but I think this guy's dick was too big.
Yeah, she was, embarrassed to bring it up. So
yeah.
She was you talk too much about Legend of Zelda, or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. She didn't like the Master Sword condoms that I had. Yeah, the double XL Master Sword condoms.
But they should make condoms that are like that would be a good way to get kids into sex ed if the condoms looked like toys and you could play with them.
Yeah.
I tried to have sex with a really tall girl, but my Breath of the Wild stamina meter ran out while I was trying to.
Yeah, I fell off.
I fell like a January 6th rioter and just plummeted.
Yeah, it was raining outside, so I just kept slipping.
Yeah, baby, I can't have sex right now. The weather's too bad.
Yeah,
I just need to stand by this fireplace for 12 hours.
Yeah, I got struck by lightning in the middle of it because I forgot I had a shield. And then there's a deleted comment that says, "The world is such a vast organism and you focus on a single cell." And then Love the Legend of Zelda says, "Life is too short to not look for the perfect woman for you."
Aww.
Which is true. Honestly, this is this guy's only post. He's made one post and one comment, and that was the one comment on his one post.
Someone says, "You need to take up crochet, baking, Assassin's Creed, if that's what your women's hobby is." Girls are always playing Assassin's Creed. Girls play Assassin's Creed, but only the parts that take place in the real world, and you don't even get to be Assassin. They're walking around the Ubisoft office in game.
Girls only play the first hour of a Pokemon game, where you're barely even playing. It's just playing for you. They can't handle all the strategy that comes later.
That did rule that Assassin's Creed ended with the kind of shitty protagonist, or Assassin's Creed 3 ended with him dying, and they're like, "Oh shit, what's gonna happen?" It's like, well, what if you work for Ubisoft and then you play Assassin's Creed?
That's
how the
and everyone liked it better. Everyone was like, "This is the best game I've ever done."
The game's so nice you can play it twice.
Yeah, Black Flag was good. I like Black Flag. So Black Squirrel 05 says, "I agree with your friends. It's pretty stupid, narcissistic. Also, it's really, really specific and esoteric. If there were morals, values, / beliefs, attractions, it would be different, but it's a video game. She should be accommodating and expecting of it, sure, but if you can find one that's more into, more power to you." The way I think about it is, if the opposite were required of me, it would be unfair.
No, I don't think it would. No, it obviously wouldn't be unfair to this guy. He fucking loves The Legend of Zelda.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a give and take. He just wants a girlfriend that's into The Legend of Zelda a bit.
He wants a friend. He wants a friend.
Yeah.
To talk about Legend of Zelda with.
He wants a friend. That's adorable.
Yeah, he wants a playmate. That's what he fucking wants.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, how hard is it if if she cried after the breakup, like how hard is it for her, like to
Couldn't-
just like
could- yeah,
pretend
couldn't
to
she
be
just
into
be
Legend
like,
of Zelda?
oh wow, you get to swing the sword, and when you eat the apple,
Yeah.
it gives you a heart? That's amazing.
Yeah, it's like, oh, yeah, she just goes up to him. It's like, I was reading about Ganondorf. He's pretty bad. I hate him. And it's like, yeah, you can just fuck this. I'm just imagining him as like, he's like 7 feet tall. He's like he's like an NBA player, but he's just always talking
Ganondorf should
about
have
Legend
moved
of...
instead of trying to conquer Hyrule.
Yeah.
Tall as hell.
Someone says my ex was really into airsoft. I gave it a shot, but I honestly wasn't interested in running around in the woods shooting at people with a toy gun. It just became something he did without me, which was fine. Couples can have separate hobbies. You don't have to do everything together. Breaking up with someone just because she doesn't share your hobby, even if you're fanatical about it, is completely ludicrous.
Yeah, honestly, airsoft is like a lot harder to get into than Legend of Zelda.
You have to,
'cause
like,
that involves you getting shot.
Can you
that hurts.
imagine like being the girl who got so into a guy who was that into Legend of Zelda that he would dump you over Legend of Zelda? Like, how do your friends not like just have permanently lowered respect for you after that?
Yeah,
Like
I
a
mean,
guy who would
yeah.
do this is somebody you fell for, really?
you got like you were superseded by a file. You don't exist.
Yeah.
When I was like maybe 8 or 9, I was sitting in the living room and a BB just flew through the sliding glass window and it exploded. Some kids were playing with BB guns in the woods behind our house and they just shot our house and exploded the screen door. It was sick.
That's awesome. I'm just imagining you like staring at a blank TV screen.
Yeah, it was terrifying. Like, what if I got like sucked out of the window like we were in space?
Yeah. I think my dad has a BB lodged somewhere in his body because him and his friend found like an old BB gun when they were 12 and they were taking turns pretending to shoot each other with it for like 20 minutes until eventually one of them just shot my dad.
Your dad had a bright red glowing weak spot that somebody shot with a BB gun.
Yeah. I mean, I think
If it had happened 2 more times, he would have died.
Yeah. What was the point of BB guns? Were you just like supposed to like shoot targets with them or like shoot birds?
You're supposed to shoot your friends with them.
Yeah.
And your friend has like I don't know, maybe you have protective armor, you wear a vest, but you just get shot with these little pellets and they fucking hurt like a motherfucker.
Yeah, no, they hurt quite a lot. I think one of my friends told me when I was like 8 years old that if you shot someone in the head with a BB gun, they would die.
Oh, yeah, you know what? I thought that too, and I thought A Christmas Story ended with him dying after accidentally shooting himself through the eye. I thought that fucking whatever his name is in A Christmas Story just fucking dies at the end, and then that's the moral of the story.
That should be what happened to him. I mean,
yeah. Did he actually? Does he shoot his actual eye out at the end? I've never seen the movie.
He shoots it and breaks his glasses.
Yeah.
It ricochets off an icicle and goes back into his eye, and his glasses prevent him from nearly shooting his eye out.
Because I heard about that through like tertiary sources, and I thought he just like shot himself through the eye and got blinded.
No, he just stepped on. He doesn't even like break his glasses from the BB gun. He just knocks them off of his face and then he steps on them.
Oh, he's so
Did anyone else think that the kid from A Christmas Story is a dumb as fuck loser?
Yeah,
nice job breaking your own glasses.
Honestly, I'm getting school shooter vibes from him.
Yeah, it's like because that movie came out in like the mid '80s.
Yeah, I think 1980 exactly, actually.
Oh yeah, it's like I like saw that like the actor that played him is in like a remake, and it was like really fucked up to learn that like he's like as old as my dad is and not like 78 years old. But it's like, oh yeah, if he was a kid in the 1980s. Not every actor from the 1980s isn't 70 or older. Some of them were children. And I just kind of forgot that. Nipple of God says, I personally like Legend of Zelda, but I heard that you broke up with someone just because they didn't like Legend of Zelda. It would personally send off slightly red flags. Everyone's entitled to their own preferences, so I'm not saying you're wrong or a bad person. I just find it strange. I agree with this person. I don't think Love the Legend of Zelda is a bad person. just a bit odd. But
I think they could be a worse person if they ever stop liking Legend of Zelda and they have that behavior about other stuff.
Yeah.
So I think we're just waiting for the day they grow up and they become like a villain.
They should. I think they should do that, but as they get older, make it be like increasingly more childish things. So like when they turn 30, they dump a girl for not being into Bluey.
Yeah. Oh no, that's absolutely happening on TikTok.
You
right now.
Am I wrong for breaking up with this girl because she didn't like shapes?
Yeah. You never play with my blocks.
Yeah, like the date was going really well, but then she tried to put the square hole in the triangle
in the round peg.
Yeah. And she was joking, but it really just turned me off.
Yeah. Again, it is really funny to just imagine this guy is like 7 feet tall and like just built like an NBA player. So what was the? I think I sent another one. I have plenty more, but there was who wants to read the 75% of women one?
I do. This is from a deleted user. It seems like 75% of women are attracted to Caucasian men. Do you find this true? I'm 19 and Asian, Filipino to be exact, and I live in New Zealand, which is a pretty Caucasian-dominated area. I've observed that most women go after Caucasians, and I feel left out. I consider myself alright looking and in great shape and sociable. I just want to find a nice relationship with someone.
I like how specific the 75% is. Like that's a statistic.
Yeah,
found.
He's standing on the street clocking people who are attracted to Caucasians.
He's got like charts behind him and shit. Like he's entering points on a data plot.
Yeah, he's like he's like got a little booth like he's a surveyor.
Yeah, I don't know like exactly how Caucasian New Zealand is, but I think that like if 75% of women are like into Caucasian men, that's like a majority of them aren't. That seems pretty good for you.
I mean, he there's no way this guy is alright looking and in great shape and sociable.
Yeah.
To be fair, I've never seen a black person in the Shire.
Yeah.
They had to move them because the houses were too small.
You guys are gonna freak out when you hear what they did to the Aboriginal hobbits.
Oh no!
Jesus. Yeah, that's what
they didn't even put them in the movie.
Yeah.
Someone says, for my own self, I'm not so attracted to Caucasian men. I like me some dark meat, and I am pretty much the definition of Whitey McWhitey pants.
Oh boy, that does not sound good for you. She's saying that
like George Wallace. Saying the definition of Whitey McWhitey pants.
Yeah.
I am pretty much the definition of Whitey McWhitey pants, and I would have voted for Obama a second time. I did not vote for him in 2008.
Yeah.
I only voted him in 2012.
Crikey, mate. Where I lived in America, I would have voted for Obama a third time.
Obama?
Yeah.
Barack Obama. Michelle Obama.
Griffin and I very briefly becoming Hispanic. New Zealanders.
Yeah.
Started dating my first white boy 6 years ago. I'd only be interested in Mexican and Filipino guys since middle school. For reference, I'm white. Different people just like different things. Your time will come too. Wait, this is a great one. I'm attracted to Caucasian men. I'm a woman. Woohoo!
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 Yeah, I'd say most people are attracted to white people.
Holy shit, this is deleted user. I live in 99.9% Caucasian country. I find mulattoes very attractive and also some other mixed races.
Jesus fucking Christ. What? Wait, is that a deleted user?
Yeah.
Oh god.
The most downvoted comment on this is, are lesbians included in this?
No! Go home! Get the fuck out of here!
Yeah, I'd say most people are attracted to white people, Western beauty standards. This doesn't mean that they only exclusively date them, though, or it doesn't mean they don't find other races attractive.
Good day, mate. I'm the Australian Klansman. Crikey, looks like you're a little bit too dark to be walking in here.
Jesus. Of course it's true. Have you seen the many threads about race? Majority of female posters have said that Caucasian males are their preference.
That George Willis fellow gets a bad rep.
Can I just say, ever since we did the pet episode with Spencer, I get 100 push notifications a day from fucking our vets and our dogs, from people talking about their dead dogs, and I just got one that says, from our dogs, that says, I only wish for heaven to exist so I could see my dogs again.
Crikey, mate, it's been a fucking ripper of a day.
Fucking ripper out there. My dog's suffering in hell for eternity. Fucking ripper out here. I gotta wait in the lake of fire.
I
fucking
saw
eating
3
chocolate all
folks
day.
out on the street, and then my dog up and died.
Yeah.
I'm the Australian Klansman, and my dog just fucking died.
My dog.
I'm just imagining like some 70 IQ guy seeing that notification be like, I'm glad I enabled notifications for Reddit. So I can see all this great.
My dog got kicked in the chest by a cassowary. Fucking split open.
Well, I used my dog as a boomerang and he didn't come back around.
Oh, fucking crikey. Fido's getting death rolled.
Come back here. Come back here, Biscuit.
Biscuit, it's a dingo. Don't go play with that dingo. Oh, Biscuit. Oh, Biscuit, you're getting
The
ripped
dingo.
to
A baby
fucking
ate my
pieces.
dingo and now I don't have me dog anymore.
Do they have like monkeys in Australia?
I don't think so. I think they have koalas.
That's so sad. Like
it's
that's like
fucked
the
up.
place where there are a bunch of animals. I would be upset if
Do you
there
ever think like other monkeys think about koalas the way that like Europeans think about Americans? It's like,
No.
like they're all
I
fucking
don't think-
lazy. They just sit in their goddamn trees
Well,
all day.
koalas aren't monkeys.
I don't think monkeys think
Koalas
about
are
anything really.
Yeah.
If it's furry and lives in a tree, it's a monkey.
Yeah.
That's true, actually.
Yeah, that's science.
Every once in a while I like just follow animal accounts on Instagram, and occasionally I'll see like
Wow, that's pretty
a
rare.
new-
That's quirky.
I don't know anyone who
no,
likes
fuck
animals
you.
on Instagram.
I was gonna finish my sentence. Fuck you. Shut the fuck up. I'll just see like a new Australian animal that I didn't know existed, and it kind of like knocked it, like I'm sort of thrown for a loop for a second because I feel like I should know what every animal is, but then I'll see like a totally new one. And it's like, oh Jesus, man.
Yeah, but every
I don't know if I
every
can
new
do it.
animal you see is just like a weird kind of fox, you know? They're just or like
Yeah,
a deer that looks a little different. There's not. I want to see I want to see an animal in a shape that I haven't seen before. You know.
You know what? It's like the one that I recently saw, which was a bilby, is like kind of a weird rat, but it's like weirder than most weird rats. The one that like did fuck me up was have you guys ever seen a binturong?
Yes, those are.
Oh,
fucked
that
up.
sounds vaguely familiar. Let me Google it.
It's because I retweet them a lot.
Oh yeah, this is fucked up.
I like this. Bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's like an
That's-
angry dog.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say it looks like a raccoon that gives prophecies.
He looks so pissed off.
Yeah.
He's like the raccoon equivalent of an orangutan, where it's like, you know, there's
Yeah.
something mystical going on there.
Yeah.
no, but that one like that fucked me up because it was like
Crikey, mate, the binturong told me I was going to die on July 27th, 2026.
Fuck off! Fuck off, you fucking binturong!
It's fucking binturong. Stop giving
That-
prophecies.
Look at this asshole. Dude. He looks so mad. Is there a word for like kinds of animals that look like they're already taxidermied?
A binturong's fucked me up because it wasn't like a weird type of dog or cat or like rat or something. Like most, like you were saying, Griffin, like most animals are just like a fucked up version of an animal that I already know, but that one like isn't.
Yeah, this
It's
is like an otter and a bear.
Yeah, it's like maybe a raccoon, but like not really. It's like way too big to be a raccoon, and it also looks like a bear.
We should start an animal. We should start an animal facts podcast.
Yeah,
Platypuses.
we should start.
It's like they're so common that you kind of skim over the fact that it's insanely fucked up that a mammal can lay eggs. That should be a thing.
No, that was
I
that
went
was
to
one
the
that.
I went to the zoo yesterday, or not yesterday. I don't know why I said that. I went to the zoo last week, and I saw like some kind of I forget what it was, but it was this amphibian that gives live birth, and I've been thinking about
That's
that
a
all
frog.
the time.
Griffin just saw a
No,
frog.
no, it's some like weird, like
Griffin
it
was
looks like
looking
an
in a
eel.
mirror and he gave birth.
Yeah, I gave birth. I gave live birth. I entered mitosis.
What do you remember? What it was called?
No, I could not tell you what it was.
Okay.
It was a fucking amphibian. I looked at it for 1 second.
Yeah,
I just read the placard that it gave live birth, and I was like, Also, I was talking to my friend, and I was like, they should invent a zoo where the animals just walk around, and then some guy who overheard me said, they have that, it's called Africa.
Oh my god!
Like,
Jesus
whoa, dude.
Christ. What the fuck?
It's just Africa. Africa, that's just where all the animals are. They're out there.
Yeah.
They're walking around.
Yeah. You know, you go to downtown Nairobi and there's just a lion and a giraffe walking around. It's just all over the place. You go to Cairo and there's just a hippopotamus in your apartment.
Yeah. Those ancient Egyptian hieroglyphic panels are actually real. Their old kings were like guys with crocodile heads.
Yeah.
Like in real life.
Griffin, what was this just like a middle-aged guy? Like
yeah, he was like I would say like average Florida resident, so like late 50s, white hair.
Yeah,
with his wife.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that. It's like Florida Man incidents, just a video of some guy saying the N-word.
It's just some guy being like, like it's Florida Man is just like a woman who grabs her purse, basically.
Yeah.
I just in that same vein, I just remembered when I was like maybe 5 or 6, my dad invited one of his friends from nursing school over for dinner, and he was from I want to say Nigeria. And I just spent the whole dinner asking him if he had like seen leopards and stuff for like an hour.
I mean, that's like kind of fair because I mean, my experience like growing up is that like you learn like that's like the only thing you learn about Africa is that there's lions over there.
Yeah, and then so like the second thing you learn about Africa is that the richest guy who ever lived there a very long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah, the richest guy ever, and then eventually when you get to 7th grade, they have to tell you about slavery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They have to.
If
Not in Florida
was around today, he probably would have freaking bought Twitter.
Oh my god.
Yup. Mm-hmm.
And I can tell you what, he wouldn't be so concerned with his damn impressions.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so annoying. You just like keep refreshing, you keep getting Mansa Musa tweets that are just like, I have so much money, I don't even know what to do with it. I should have bought more guitars.
Yeah. He's just like the entire For You page is just and he's hitting every single one.
Yeah, that reminded me. I think Bill Gates' daughter got in trouble like a year ago because she like
this motherfucker knows when Bill Gates' daughter gets in trouble.
No, I saw her post. I saw it on Twitter. I do not follow Bill Gates'
I think
daughter.
Bill Gates' daughter drew on the wall in crayon.
I almost met Bill Gates' son because he went to MIT and I was at their parties a lot when I was in college, but I never actually talked to him. Do you know his name is fucking Rory?
Rory Gates.
Oh,
yeah.
Anyway, but she got in trouble because she like reposted a GoFundMe for someone who needed like $5,000. Mm-hmm. She was like, "Everyone, can you give to this?" It's like, oh man,
what an asshole.
You should not. Yeah, I mean, like, I wouldn't be surprised because like how much. I wouldn't be surprised if she doesn't have like that much liquid, like money on hand. But that's still a bad look.
I wouldn't be surprised if she didn't have that much liquid.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised with that either.
Needs to moisturize.
I know you're not trending above 65% water in that bitch.
She needs some milk.
My cousin went to the same school as Jeff Bezos' kids, and apparently they fucking hate him. Apparently they think he sucks, and they're like they've like gotten into like internet leftism.
Yo.
Good day, mate. Good day. I think Bezos' kids are right.
Jeff
Bezos.
Bezos.
Talking to me. Jeff Bezos.
I ran into Mark Cuban at NBA Summer League, and he did not seem happy that I tried to talk to him.
Yeah. I apparently, because my dad worked for Amazon.
We should
like,
real quick. We're gonna Mark Wahlberg and an Australian guy talking shit about Jeff Bezos.
Fuck him.
I just don't like him. I think he's really up his own ass.
He's a pisser.
Every time you talk to him,
They
I
fucking
don't
ruined
see what's his fucking
Seattle.
problem.
Used to love to go to the market in Seattle, now I can't. Fucking Amazon.
Jeff Bezos
At
ruined
some
the
point,
Pike Place
you gotta
market.
just
Yeah, he
take
did.
responsibility for your own actions in your own life.
Jeff Bezos made Pike Place woke and capitalist.
I used to go down to the Pike Place market every day. I used to go to the first Starbucks to get me coffee, and now it's a bunch of fucking tourists.
You know,
I
down where
used
I'm
to-
from, we thought the Seahawks were a type of bad, but up in America they're a guy. They're a
Jeff
bunch of
Bezos
fellas.
ruined the Jeff Bezos ruined the Seahawks by making them a football team. Just doesn't understand. Yeah. Yeah, I heard that Jeff Bezos was actually the one that blew Kurt Cobain's head off, didn't he?
Yeah, and he killed Elliot Smith too.
Yes.
And Anton Yelchin.
Trying to remember like famous people from Seattle. It's like fucking Kurt Cobain,
I literally could only list
Ken
Seahawks.
Griffey
That's
Jr.
it.
Ken Griffey Jr., Ichiro, and iCarly.
I heard this Jeff Bezos is the reason that Carly girl killed herself.
Jesus.
Bye, Carly.
He's the one who sent Bobby Wagner back into Los Angeles.
Gus, do you want to read When Did You Become Enlightened?
I never became enlightened, but I'll give it a shot.
Well, this is yeah.
All right, this is an r/AskWomen.
Yeah.
When did you become enlightened? Oh, there's no text.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah. Well, let's just
When?
show you the comments.
None of the
there's
comments are
only-
good. When I was watching my spaghetti spin in the microwave, and that's it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, this is
Great-
a terrible
great job,
fucking
Charlie.
post, Charlie. This.
I thought
sucks.
there was more to this for some reason.
I said we wanted to do the best episode ever today, and Charlie fucking ruined it. We were cooking.
it's
We
a
were cooking
special-
for half an hour.
Yep. All right, we're going back to Australian voices
Yeah.
talking about Seattle.
I went to McDonald's. I got 20 McNuggets.
You know they don't have Starbucks.
Do they have Starbucks in Australia? Is that
I
a
would
stupid
assume they have
question?
Starbucks in Australia.
Yeah.
I wonder if we can bring the Seahawks down to that Sydney Opera House.
Oh, I wonder what they call it. I bet they call it something stupid like Starbucks.
They got a guy named
Australia.
Justin Tucker. He sings the opera, but he also plays football.
Ah, go Birds.
Oh, I've been going to Starbucks recently. I've been
go
going
Birds.
to Buc-ee's.
Actually, wait. I think there is an Australian football league, isn't there?
It's a different
Yeah,
Australian football, like
I'm
Aussie
not talking
rules
about
football.
like rugby, but there's
No,
like
Aussie rules football is its own. It's this insane sport where I think there has to be like, hold up, yeah, Aussie rules football. It's a contact sport played between two teams of 18 players on an oval field. And
What
I
the fuck
know
is
that
this bullshit, dude?
if there aren't 36 players on the field, like if someone notices that there are maybe 37 players on the field, the game starts over. they forfeit the game and they do a new one.
Dude, this is so funny. There's an Australian football team called the Melbourne Demons.
Shop with the Melbourne Demons.
Ah,
Wow,
mate,
man.
I just got traded to the Demons. Australian football, because of the 18 players, they've got two quarterbacks at once. They need a second quarterback.
That's cool. Oh yeah.
I like the idea of 18-player football. That sounds more interesting.
There's
Yeah, you
one-
actually
like
can't get CTE in Australian football because everyone's playing upside down.
yeah, and everyone's
Yeah.
fucking drunk already.
Yeah, they just get really bad foot injuries. That's where all the blood goes.
1.4 million registered Aussie rules football players. That's awesome.
Wow. That's so many more than the NFL.
Yeah, that's
They must be so good at it. Yeah, I was just imagining that Australian football is just like a regular American football, but there aren't referees. It's the same rules technically, but just no refs.
There's just like a sloth in a striped shirt sitting in the chair.
yeah. There's just a guy with a gun.
Hey, these days there might as well be a fucking sloth in the refereeing booth when you watch football. I mean, come on.
Yeah. All right, here's one that has a lot of that has a good number of comments, or maybe it's just a funny question. Also, what is your favorite crystal and why? I'm just generally curious. Not saying you have to believe in the healing power of crystals or anything. If you do, that's absolutely fine with me. If you don't, that's fine too. Just which one is your favorite and why?
I love all the people in the comments are basically saying like, this is my favorite crystal because I love the color pink.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess.
It's so pretty
like, what
and
else are you
sparkly.
Yeah, what else are you gonna do? Like, I don't know, rose quartz. So it says technically not a crystal, but Jet. It's doing wonders for me. I'm imagining that they're talking about Jet magazine.
When I was a kid, I remember telling my parents I wanted to change my name to Jet. I thought it was cool. I was like mad they didn't name me Jet.
Your name is already Griffin, dude. That's pretty fucking up there.
No, dude, Jet. Call me Jet.
You know what my version of like fucking trying to get a stupid name was? I think I've tweeted this before, but when I was 14 and I first made an Instagram account, the first username that I thought of to try with the username that I wanted was Manslut Monday for some reason. And then I got mad that it was taken. I was like, oh man, that sucks.
That sucks. You were like, you came up with a brilliant, like, you thought it was a genius original idea, and it was all fucking taken.
Yeah.
Like, you were gonna register that as an LLC, and you couldn't.
Mom and Dad, I want to change my name to Manslut Monday.
Call me Jet.
I'm not trans in me gender or anything like that. I just want to be called Manslut Monday.
Like, I'm just imagining, Griffin changing his name to Jet, and then people accusing him of doing digital. He goes by that on Twitter, and then people accuse him of digital blackface.
Just digital Lee face.
Yeah. What are some other ones? Larimar calling after a headache. That seems to be the only one that's not just based on someone's
Favorite
color preference. Yeah. Obsidian. I grew up finding chunks of it around my grandma's property.
This bitch lived on fucking Mount Doom fighting obsidian in your backyard.
Yeah, I grew up in my grandma's fortress.
How many?
And there was always obsidian and bones everywhere.
How many questions on r/AskWomen do you think are just, do women go to the bathroom?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, I'm just gonna look up bathroom.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now. What are the unspoken rules of the girls' bathroom?
Send that.
I wonder, was there a rumor in your guys' school that there was a couch in the girls' bathroom?
No, I didn't remember that.
People said that at my school, but then, like, I recently, there's an episode of The Office where there's a couch in the girls' bathroom, so I think they were just stealing it from The Office.
Yeah. I was deathly curious of what the teacher's lounge was like.
I thought they lived there. I mean...
Yeah,
like I honestly thought the teacher's lounge was like a dungeon with fucking with sex swings and chains and shit, and they would just go in there and fuck.
I was just like, I can't even comprehend of what's in there, but it's probably really cool. And then I think I went in there for like an after school thing. I was like, oh, it's like a table and a fridge.
Yeah,
I don't know what I thought it was, but it's a table and a fridge. Yeah, I remember getting like really. Did you ever like see it?
One of the unspoken rules of the girls' bathroom is don't bring boys into the bathroom.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm just bringing my boyfriend into the bathroom just to show him what it's like. Get out of here,
I'm
cunt.
just escorting him. I mean, yelling at someone bringing their like 2-year-old son into the woman's bathroom.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out!
He got lost.
Yeah. Yeah.
He walked into the wrong room by accident, and he saw that there weren't any urinals.
He got scared.
He immediately, just like a deer in a headlights moment. He didn't know what to do or where to go.
I have accidentally used the women's bathroom like an embarrassing amount of times. I feel like
I've only done it once.
I generally don't use urinals, so I don't notice that. So I'd be lying. I head straight to the stall. You know.
Yeah. I think
which must be kind of scary if you're a woman in the woman's bathroom. You see me just going right towards the stall.
Oh no, Jet's coming. Jet's coming for me. Just dialing your phone, asking for backup. It's like, girls, I need you to get in here. It's a code Jet Black.
Girl, Mom, I need you to pretend I'm 2 years old and bring me to the bathroom.
Yeah. I think I did that once in high school accidentally. And then when I worked at Target, I think, so I was just like, we had like a men's and women's bathroom, and the first time I was like waiting outside, someone just said, "Oh yeah, just use the girls' bathroom if no one's using it."
Yeah, I mean, if no one's using it, it's just a regular bathroom.
Yeah.
Gus, when we went to that bar in Richmond, the two bathrooms, they were gender neutral bathrooms. Why didn't the two signs just say bathroom? Like, you could just use.
Maybe they needed to clarify.
But it's a gender, anyone can use the bathroom. The two signs should just say bathroom.
No, it was only for non-binary people. You were a sicko for going in there.
Oh, I was? I did.
Yeah.
I did some cisgender stuff in that bathroom too.
Yeah. Well, no, if you were going by the name Jet, then you would have been able to get into the non-binary bathroom.
Jet.
Yeah. That's a non-binary name.
Yeah, what's a good last name with Jet? My name is
Jet Steel,
Jet Fuel,
yeah,
Jet. My name is Jet Florence.
Jet Cohen.
Ooh, Jet Cohen is good.
Yeah, Jet Goldstein.
Yeah, Jet like Heinemann Martinez.
Yeah. Those are all good.
Those are all really good names.
I was looking on. I found Ask Women Advice, but there's not much good on there. I'm just gonna send some of the other good ones that I have. All right, this one's definitely good. Gus, I'm gonna have you read this because you were kind of a dud earlier.
Yeah, because of you.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I know. That's why I sent you another one.
It's very funny that Griffin and I never put in work to finding any of these.
No,
and for the first episode in 500, Charlie picked a bad one, and we just eviscerate him for 5 minutes.
Hey, I've picked worse ones.
Is this the crystal one or the?
No. How could that? We
Jesus.
just did the crystal. You fucking asshole.
No.
It's the one about grown men.
How do you perceive grown men playing with kids? Parentheses, not necessarily his own.
That's, I mean,
with my eyes.
That's like, it's very. I feel like if he's not playing with his own kids, then my perception varies very differently. Yeah. And also, if it's not like, his niece or nephew.
I think the funniest way to interpret this is like not a grown guy being creepy, but like a grown man just getting like insanely tilted about like kickball or dodgeball or something. Like they're like screaming at a 10-year-old, like, I am not out. I caught it before it touched the ground.
It went right by my hand. I would have felt it if it touched my hand.
They're like an
what do you know?
NFL coach on the sideline.
Yeah.
Go. Just in a sandbox smoking a cigarette. All right, what are the...
I will say my girlfriend hates when I'm playing with her kid and I build a big prison out of blocks and I put the kid in there.
Yeah.
And he can't move or get out. They really don't like that.
Yeah, and then you're just like, what? You're the one that brought the kid into this.
You wanted me to play with the kid.
Yeah.
I don't know, I play rough. I pull his hair.
Yeah. Yeah. You want a man that'll actually put up with your bullshit? Yeah, so what are the comments? Grown person is in a space with little kids and those kids actively ask them to play. I would judge them if they don't play, no matter the gender. I mean...
if they don't.
Wait.
That's true. I do judge people if they don't play. I mean...
Yeah. I'm also, like, imagining this, like, as a kid, did you ever, like, approach a grown man and it's like, do you want to play tag with us?
Sure, and then my mom was like, you have to never do that again in your life. You're going to die if you do that.
No. It sounds like, it's not like the man is approaching you. It's like the kids are like, hey man, do you want to play tag with us? Just to like some 30-year-old. And it sounds like to this person, it's like if you as the 30-year-old man say, no, I don't want to play tag with you, then you're being the asshole.
You have to
I don't
check with your
know, Timmy. I feel like I used to be super into tag, but I feel like the meta is so toxic nowadays.
Yeah.
I can't fuck with that sort of thing anymore.
The meta's way too skewed towards Eric because he's on.
Yeah. And there's just such a power balance. And there's just such a power imbalance between people who are it and people who aren't it.
I'm so tired of people exploiting the duck around the seesaw rule. I can't do it anymore.
Can you spot me on the monkey bars?
Yeah.
All right, so what are some other that's a perfect way to break it down. When my niece asks my husband, she wants him to tell her about ducks or throw a ball with her. He absolutely drops what he's doing to play with her. It's the rules. I feel like that's very context dependent.
Most of the people in here are just like, I am neutral about it, which means they don't like it. You would just you'd say you liked it. You liked it. Just like your girlfriend's like, why were you playing dolls with that 6-year-old girl? And you're just like, oh, you liked it.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck you. I'm allowed to explore my interests. Yeah. I don't like children, so I try to avoid being around them or look at them because that attracts their attention. Did you ever see someone like leering at you as a kid? It's like, ooh, that person wants to play with me.
Ooh, she want to play with me. She giving me playroom eyes.
She giving me playroom.
You want to go back to my toy chest, baby?
Oh wow! I just found a really good one. I think Griffin, can you read the one I just sent it? So it might take a second to appear.
Yeah. How do you feel from deleted user? How do you feel about the use of the N-word in Tarantino films?
Is there a unique female perspective on this?
I do ask a lot of women this.
Yeah, this person looks at it just like, oh, this was supposed to be for Ask Asian people.
It's like when you show someone a Tarantino movie and you're like, whenever he says the N-word, you're like looking at them like when you show a coworker a YouTube video.
Also, like the top comment is somebody really defensively going, like in Django Unchained, it makes perfect sense why people would be saying that. And it's like, that is very clearly not the movie they're referring to.
That person's referring to Leonardo DiCaprio's character. It makes sense why they would say it. Django was acting unchained.
They completely unchained him.
Yeah.
And I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I hope one day we get to do Jet Unchained.
Jet Unchained, just you like smoking cigarettes as a 15-year-old.
Yeah, me smoking two cigarettes and throwing up.
Yeah, and then saying the N-word.
Yeah, me smoking 2 cigarettes, throwing up, saying the N-word, and getting the shit kicked out of me by my parents.
Getting the shit kicked out of you by your parents, walking into the ocean, and immediately getting assassinated by a stingray.
That was a tactical stingray that got Steve Irwin. That was like a sleeper agent stingray.
Yeah, it's like I'm imagining it like a Call of Duty perk. Like you just planted in a doorway and somebody walks in and they're like, phew.
Yeah.
Or like it's something you throw, like the ballistics knife or whatever.
I just imagine the stingray heard Steve Irwin go like, yellow door, and he just jumped out of the water. Cellar door.
Yeah. His films were generally set in a time where that word would be considered much more acceptable by white people. You mean like the 1990s?
Someone says, I think he fetishizes black culture and goes beyond just historical accuracy in his films.
I really stuck on the idea that his films are generally set in a time where that word is considered much more acceptable, which, besides like Hateful Eight and Django Unchained, does he have any other...
Nazi Germany.
Yeah, but they don't say the N-word in that movie. Yeah, someone says, Pulp Fiction.
Someone says, I see Django Unchained as a beautiful masterpiece, which is a strong condemnation of largely accepted institutional racism parallel to our own society today, but also antagonizes the other extreme, ultra-political correctness.
It doesn't really do that.
Django is fucking unwoke. He's with Dennis Prager. He's destroying the woke. Django Unchained has left the left.
I'm fucking crying, dude. God damn it. Is there an example of mostly accepted institutional racism, the transatlantic slave trade.
Yeah, you know, everyone just accepts slavery nowadays.
Even
and is
like
fine
the
with...
most like racist mainstream figures imaginable are not pro transatlantic slave trade.
Yeah, they aren't pro chattel slavery.
Yeah, they're just like someone sitting in MS Paint for like 2 hours making a disgustingly detailed Wojak of like an abolitionist. just a normal woman with a pamphlet.
Yeah, I was just saying like, ooh, yeah, I don't want to I want slaves to not be slaves anymore.
Oh man, a deleted user says, "I'm white, so my opinion doesn't matter. I think we shouldn't concern ourselves with the use of the N-word in art as much as we should in our daily lives."
I mean, I don't know how considered. I mean, I don't know if I concern myself much with not using the N-word in daily life.
Yeah, it's not a concern for me.
Yeah, it's not like something that I have to actively hold myself back from.
MomPants69 says, "He does it in a way that feels authentic, I guess."
I mean, yeah, I guess.
I wonder why that is.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you can't say that in Django Unchained it didn't feel inauthentic or, you know, out of character when Leonardo DiCaprio said the N-word.
Does Quentin Tarantino have a cameo in Django Unchained?
He does.
I don't...
And Charlie, you know what it is? I'm not kidding right now. It is an extremely racist Australian. I'm not
You're right,
you're actually his cameo in Django.
Yeah, he's like...
He's like,
one of the...
look at this really bright black fella.
Yeah, no, he's one of the slave drivers at the beginning.
Oh,
no,
cool.
It's at the end.
Oh.
It's in like...
No, slave
it's
drivers
at
at the
end.
beginning and the end of the movie? Sounds like
Yes.
Django
Yeah,
would
what-
get very Unchained.
No, at the very end of the movie, Django almost gets killed, but he gets sold to some like insanely brutal Australian mining company, and he tricks the Australians into thinking that there's like an unsecured bounty back at the estate he was just sold from, and then he blows the Australian guys up with dynamite.
You're right.
Looney Tunes.
There he is, yeah.
I think all Australians have to die in just the most Looney Tunes way imaginable. It's never normal. It's like getting blown up by dynamite or getting stabbed by stingrays.
Did I show you guys that or did I text you? Because I've been I'm 5 years old, which is why I've been watching Looney Tunes recently.
Oh yeah, the knight whose suit of armor looks Jewish.
Yeah, he just has like he has a nose guard and just Hebrew written on his chest plate.
That's cool.
I think it's
funny. I think it's funny that the bad guy in Django Unchained is named Mr. Candy.
yeah. They should have gotten a back guy to play that role.
A slave owner named Mr. Candy.
Yeah. Yeah, in my opinion, the bad guy was named Django.
Whoa!
No, I'm kidding.
The bad guy was Christoph Waltz, who was exploiting Django. I haven't seen that movie in a really long time.
Yeah. You haven't seen Django Unchained?
I haven't seen it since I was like 14, and I was basically like, oh my god, they're saying fucking stuff. This is the most awesome movie ever made.
Yeah. I haven't seen... Yeah, I haven't seen it for a while. I don't know if there's... No, I think I haven't seen... What's the Tarantino movie that's like Jackie Brown? I don't think I've seen that one.
That's
that's the one I haven't seen.
That's like the best one.
That's what a lot of people
I need
have
to
told
see
me.
it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it's cool.
It's not as ubiquitous.
It's cool.
Once
It's
upon a
cool
time in
because it's like a Tarantino movie, and the stakes happen, but everyone is fighting over like $100,000. It's not that much money.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
Yeah.
I want to do a movie like that where everyone is fighting over like $80, where it's just like me and four of my friends fighting to the death over like a dinner.
Yeah. The big heist in Reservoir Dogs is it's a fucking suitcase with a Dave & Buster's coupon.
Yeah. I'm like, we're like trying to steal a birthday card with a check from my grandma in it.
Yeah. I mean, I think that is like how much Reservoir Dogs cost to make. It was like $100,000.
Do you know how many Bionicles I could get with this thing?
Yeah. Reservoir Dogs is like mostly set in like a warehouse, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the heist is not really depicted in the movie.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of genius when you think about it.
Yeah.
It's subverting expectations and.
Well, let's make a video essay.
I would love to make a video essay about this.
Yeah.
Can it be an hour and a half long?
No, it has to be
Can it
3
be
or 4
sponsored?
hours long.
Can it be sponsored by Squarespace?
Yeah.
Yeah, my contact with NordVPN kind of flaked on me, so we can link with Squarespace.
Yeah.
Fuck NordVPN.
Yeah,
Don't-
things
Yeah,
are
NordVPN
weird.
is my op, actually. And let's pull up and
Yeah.
slide on the...
Things are sort of weird with my Raid Shadow Legends guy right now.
I think they tried to sponsor Hessa. I think she said that on like Seeking
on Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah, no, they just tried to like sponsor. It's like, hey, do you want to promote Raid Shadow Legends just in what you do?
I need a sponsor so bad. I think I could get
Yeah.
like a HelloFresh sponsorship. I like the
Yeah,
boxes.
I don't know.
I like all the plastic that
Yeah,
I like to eat
I just
the
like
plastic
boxes
and
in
feel
general.
it inside my
wanna
body,
be
turning my colon into ash.
I want to be the lone Loot Crate sponsor. The
Yeah,
only
whatever
one still
happened to
left.
Loot Crate? BarkBox.
I think I think we can. BarkBox is still going.
Oh,
I know,
dude, we
'cause they
should make
sponsor
we should make
They
a
sponsor my dad's show, and that's what most of my dog's toys are.
we should make a fucking epic loot box that gives you exclusive Cards Against Humanity cards.
Oh yeah, and they just all say the N word on them.
Just say like fuck you, craphead.
Fuck you, yeah.
George Bush's
it's
fucking
just like
painting of crap.
a list of really stupid characters that you can just kind of sub into. The
Yeah.
Australian Klansman.
Yeah, the Australian 6-year-old,
the
the Australian
gaslighting
Quentin
kindergartner.
Tarantino.
Nick Cage blackface, Nick Cage yellow face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trans
Nick Cage.
femboy
Nick Cage trying to
Cage.
change.
Bad
Yeah,
therapist
Jet.
Mark Wahlberg. Jet.
Yeah. Nick Cage in blackface trying to change his first name to Luke.
Lucid Bruce Willis.
Lucid Bruce Willis. Yeah. Hey, I don't want. Yeah.
I don't
want
wanna be on this movie anymore. Get me up! Get me home!
The funny is the thing that I saw about that was someone posted like it's like, oh, Bruce Willis was being elder abused in like the past few years, and someone posted that with like the image from like True Detective of Matthew McConaughey taking like a drag on a cigarette. It's like, I don't think that's the right image.
It's just like
Yeah.
I think everyone knew about that. You weren't like discovering.
Yeah, I think this is just.
I honestly,
I think this is.
I could not give even the tiniest fuck about what happened to old people on movie sets. I hope they all die. I hope it's so. I
Yeah.
hope they start shooting movies in like 120-degree heat, and it smells so bad, and all the old people just get like overwhelmed and die. I really want that to happen to them.
Yeah, I think it was. I remember people were like saying that like, oh, it was sad that like Stan Lee was getting elder abuse. It's like I feel like. When you became like a rich comic book guy, like that, you sort of signed up.
What was
for
he
that
gonna like? It's not,
indirectly.
you don't. At a certain point, you don't deserve to be in control of your own thoughts or actions. You're fucking old. It is cool that they just harvested his blood and stuff, and would like sign letters with his blood and shit. Like that's fucking beat.
Yeah.
They were doing rituals to Stanley.
Yeah. No, I mean, all they did was just like have him like walk around. It's like, all right, Stan, say what the all right, Stan, just say what.
Yeah,
and
is
then,
that what,
then you're
that's
done.
his famous line. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's fucking all he said.
Yeah, it is
one
funny.
line.
It's
they
great
would
to-
they would bring him to the Marvel movies, and he would just be like, "Hey, you there?" And then everyone would be
Yeah.
like, "Woo!"
Yeah, that's like a pretty easy gig as you know in terms of how old people go.
Yeah,
It's-
I mean,
it's
would you
great to
rather
think
work
that,
at
like,
fucking Walmart?
The
Yeah.
Russos were doing like Stanley Kubrick, Shelley Duvall shit to him. he would do like, I'm just a delivery driver, and then one of them would like throw a camera at the wall and be like, Stan, you motherfucker! This is the 17th time we're gonna have to do this fucking take if you do not get it right.
170 takes. This needs to be perfect when you say, "Hey, Spider-Man."
Can I have pudding?
God damn it! And then, like he's like treating all the other actors fine. Like, good job, Tobey Maguire. And then he's just like throwing shit at at Stan Lee.
Joss Whedon is still sexually harassing him.
Just like, Stan, you're so dry down there.
Well, yeah, that that new one came out. The
Ant-Man
like, the
Quantum
scenes-
Mania?
Yeah.
Yes,
people are,
I
like,
hear
posting
Kang
scenes
is
from-
completely unique from Thanos. It's amazing.
Yeah. There's also
He's
yeah.
nothing like Thanos, even a little.
Yeah. I
You
think-
have to.
yeah,
I
that
mean,
was-
we're entering the Kang dynasty in a way that we haven't seen in
Yeah,
many,
that
many
was
years.
like I think Cole was pointing out like how kind of charged Kang can seem.
Yeah,
a lot of time.
It does not, like, I've seen some clips of Kang. It does not seem like something I'm allowed to be seeing.
Yeah.
It's funny because they already had to change one Marvel villain because the comic material was just insanely racist. Like they had it was the one in Iron Man 3 who was basically like an East Asian mystic or something.
Literally the Mandarin. His name was the Mandarin.
Yeah. They have fucking Atlantis Mexicans in the Black Panther 2, and they were like, oh, that's fine.
Oh yeah.
Like they're not. Yeah. That's not a joke. They were native. Yeah. They were native like Mexican individuals who found a meteor and went and became Atlanteans.
Black Panther 2 ruled so much, like all the because I saw it, Griffin saw it. This is an episode we did without Gus when we talked about it, but yeah, no, there's a plot point is that there's Wakanda, but then there's also underwater Mexican Wakanda. And Wakanda is the most powerful country in the world now, and underwater Mexican Wakanda is the second most powerful, and the United States is trying to depose the king of Wakanda now. And it's just like, but they're also not aware of
because Chadwick Boseman died. We don't have to talk about it. I could talk about this for hours. It's such a rich movie. It's 3 hours long. Yeah, it's 3 fucking hours long.
It's funny how little sense it makes, because it's like it's trying to do like espionage stuff, but also the United States just isn't aware of another country that they're interacting with.
I saw it with a friend, and we were like, oh, we'll do this and then do something else, not realizing it was 3 hours, and we walked out, and we were just like, I have to go home, I guess. I don't know what the fuck just happened.
Yeah, I have to sit my white ass down.
Yeah, I have to. I mean, I sat my white ass down and listened for 3 hours and looked at my phone and.
Yeah.
I was scared to see either of the Black Panther movies because I was worried they would take my internalized whiteness to task too hard.
Yeah. That's true.
I tried to record the Black Panther movies on my phone. And that's what killed Chadwick Boseman.
I'm sorry.
I took a picture of the screen and
I gave you cancer with my 5G.
I'm sorry. The Black Panther movies are so loud in the theater. Okay.
No, you know what's fucking... I might edit this part out, but there was like... When I saw Black Panther 2, there were literally people talking in the theater the entire time. I was like, oh man. I mean, I wouldn't be upset about this normally, but I really can't be upset about this now.
Jesus, man.
That's an hour.
We might have to cut some of these jokes out at the end. Thanks for watching, guys.
Unrelated, that's an hour.
Yeah, we're at 102. I think we can cut the last minute out so that my hosts don't get me killed by association.
Mine was funny.
Wait, can we just read one last one if there's anything we do need to cut out? This is from Ask Docs. It's a series. Can I drink 12-ish Red Bulls a day? Is that okay? Hi, Reddit. So in the past 2-ish years, I've drank roughly...
No, wait, fuck you. We're not reading. This is so long. I have to go.
Okay, fine.
Fuck
Someone ask you if they can... Fine, whatever. I thought it was a funny concept, drinking 12 Red Bulls a day and asking if that's healthy.
From user fuckoing.
Yeah. Right. Bye, guys. Bye. Subscribe to the Patreon. And, we'll release the unedited cut. The director's cut.
All right. Bye, guys.
The director is D.W. Griffith.